All right, what up, guys? We are live. We got Natty streaming from the basement. No, we're actually all at the same place, so it's gonna be interesting. So I want to hear from the chat if there's any kind of echo or anything like that, and if there is, we'll just address it early on. Okay, so I in the chat I see a lot of people saying that. Oh, that I just want to be clear. This is not the stream that I was talking about yesterday. This is not the epic. Let's make John the laughing stock of the internet stream. That stream is going to be 3 4 days away. I want to really take some time and really go through all the screenshots. I don't want it to be like a he said, she said. I want it to be like, here's the truth, and here's John's delusional version of reality. So that's going to take time because there's so much fucking shit. I started going through it last night, and I'm like, holy fuck, this is going to take me days. I might need like an Indian assistant or something to get through this.
I wonder where you can find that. Yeah,
I don't know. I'll have to look. So yeah, but you guys are in luck because there's one thing that I'm going to throw out there that's going to be interesting about John, and that's I'm going to do that because I want to prove a different point, but I'm just going to use it as an example for fun. But I'll first want to start off with some announcements. So some of the things that we have coming up. So Destiny is a regular on the podcast. He's going to be a regular, not this Monday, but starting next Monday. So that's pretty cool. I am excited for that. And then also, we're getting this chick on the podcast. Let me show you guys. It's a chick who's known for having tits so big that she was forced to sit in the attendant jump seat due to her ostentatious breasts. So this
Are they real?
she has a very nice personality.
she's going to be on the podcast, or at least she says she is. So
But wait, are they real? They're fake.
Yeah,
obviously
they're
they're fake. You think those could be real?
I think they're real. Come on,
Yeah, they're definitely real.
you gotta be delusional.
Triple
to
Z's.
make them so fake and like make them so big after a fake.
Fuck, that's so.
Yeah, this chick has insane tits. Are you guys sure you don't hear an echo? Because I hear a little bit on my end, but if it's on my okay, all right, that's good. Okay, so we got that. Let me take that off. Okay, now that we got the announcements, okay, so I saw this video today on the Black Pill channel, and they're making the accusation that I'm buying subs, right? Or they're kind of hinting at it. So I want to disprove this once and for all. It's actually kind of frustrating because I work really, really hard for this channel. So it's like kind of annoying to hear people like throw out allegations. And I'm gonna very clearly disprove that, and I'm gonna contrast my analytics to John's to really make a point. So let's go to Social Blade. 1 second. This is a website that anyone can access. So here we go. Analytics made easy. So let's search playing with fire. Right, we're searching me. Okay, that's me. Okay, so let's go down. So you see, every time these are the views, these are the subs. So you can see as the views go up, the subs go up, right? It's not a perfect correlation because sometimes there's like, like shit that gets like, sometimes another channel makes a content on you, like more plates, more days, or Destiny, like put me on their channel. Then of course, that was, not accounted for with the views. But generally you can see the trajectory here, right? It's pretty much more or less aligned. Now let's take a look at John's channel. Let's take a look at this. And you're going to see a completely different pattern. Yeah, I'm not making an accusation. I'm just showing you guys the numbers. Oh, what's going on here? So we have views being up, subs being dog shit, and then, whoa, they explode while views largely stay the same.
Yeah. If anything, they went down during the first spike.
Look at this massive spike while the views are going down. Then you have this going up, right? But this is sort of aligned, right? Okay, fine, you can make that argument. But then here you have the views going up while the subs are going up. And then what do we have here? The subs just going completely down, right? But the views are still up. Like something is clearly up about this, right? So there's that. Also, if you notice, next to my name,
verified. Yeah.
There's the blue check mark, right? So whenever you hit 100,000 subs on YouTube, you go basically and you apply to YouTube. They manually check all your shit, and then they give you the check mark a few days later. It was kind of an annoying process, actually. It took a few days. Notice how John does not have that blue check mark.
What is your blue check mark?
It's whenever I comment. So
Comment, please.
Okay, I'll show you. So let's go to YouTube. Let's go to my channel. Let's go to like this video.
What's up, guys? This video we're going to show you.
What's up?
I've seen
There
it.
you go. That tick, yeah. It's
So-
not blue, it's like grayish.
Yeah, the check mark right here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Every YouTuber who has 100,000 subs has that. Now, let's go to John's channel. It's all like John Anthony exposed. Okay.
What kind of search is that, Alex?
Okay, let's go to.
Wait until for the video. Alex's girlfriend. It's a busted trash.
I'm sure
Oh.
it'll come.
Where's the check mark? See, like look at the difference. Like check mark, no check mark. Check mark, no check mark. No check mark. Check mark, no check mark. Right. So you can clearly see something's up. Furthermore, you can see that there's what's it called? What the fuck is it called? Wait, I want to just make sure because it looks actually a little different when you're on someone else's channel. So I think that
What's up, guys? This video we're going to show you how.
So this is how it's supposed to look with this check mark right here. This is what you're looking for. So the fact that it's highlighted, that's only because it's on my channel. You see that, but you're looking for this check mark right here. I just want to be clear about that. Furthermore, you see this 100K plaque in the background. I mean, I can show it to you guys if you really want, but yeah, like that's, I think, pretty clear evidence that my shit is legit and no comment about his. All right, now that we got through that. What do you? I'll let you guys kick it off. That was my little introduction.
So, as you guys know, today is my segment, and I apologize because I don't have anything. I did not prepare anything. I did not work on anything because I've been busy living, fighting with people. Like,
Yeah,
let's be
in the
honest.
comments.
I've been busy like steering the pot on the comment sections of Black Silver and Alex's and John, who deleted my comment.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Oh, I think I got rid of the echo on my end. I just changed.
Alex has not let go of the echo.
No, because it was fucking with me because it kept like it was in my ears and it's like it's so annoying when you're talking and then you hear yourself back. It just fucks with your mind. But it's better now. But yeah, okay. So have I clearly established the subs thing? Like, is there still any kind of like doubt? We can go through my YouTube analytics if you guys want.
No, it's okay.
We've established this. Okay.
We've
Yes, we
established that you did not buy the echo, the echoes, the subs.
Well,
Subs.
I bought the
You bought
echo. I paid extra for the echo. Okay, let's address this. I don't get why you're so big and justify yourself onto any average Joe Alex. It's like buying too much of someone's brand. Well, because I worked really, really hard for 4 years to build up my channel. It's a little frustrating to see this narrative going around that, oh, Alex, all this work that he put in, it was just fake. So if I have the chance to disprove it in like 3 minutes, why would I not take that chance? Like, it's not me justifying, it's me just disproving a false narrative. Like, that's, I don't know. I think most people would do that.
Okay,
yeah.
so should we move? Do you have like the Reddit's relationship questions? Do you guys want to discuss that?
We could, or we could just open up the panel and just let people on.
Can we just do like a few?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Like, let me enjoy my.
Okay, let's
Let
go.
me live in my delusion.
Okay, let's go back to the big titty chick. Reddit relationships. Yeah, there's some cringe shit on there.
I thought you had something ready, Alex.
No.
I'm disappointed.
I mean, this is, I don't know. If you really want, we can look at some of these, but I think they're pretty, it's all just cringe shit.
So it's just like questions or?
Yeah, just people asking for relationship advice and a
Yeah,
bunch of other
yeah.
nerds giving them relationship advice.
That's true.
Getting tired of my boyfriend being too comfortable in our relationship and not thinking of our future. I miss my friend so much. I need help on what to do. Don't know what to do.
Okay, so I guess like then open the panel.
Let's do it. Okay, let me drop the link. We're not gonna go for long tonight, guys.
Playing
Yeah,
with
'cause I'm really
playing
hungry.
with procrastination. Some guy.
Yeah, like honestly, playing with Doug Diggler, like I apologize, you guys. I apologize to everyone. It's been a very busy week for me with my petty fights and my
There we go. Drop the link. Oh,
Come on over.
come on over. There's
Oh,
a
so-
country song.
someone said, "Where has Kevin Ray Wilder been recently?" Yeah, he's been traveling through. It's not like we had a fight or anything like that. We're still super cool. He's just he's been traveling through Asia, so our schedules haven't aligned. That's all there is to that.
So guys, please support me today so I don't get fired from my segment.
Demoted to the trailer.
To the trailer. Although I'm demoted, like as you guys can see, I'm in the basement right now. And hopefully Alex will feed me tonight.
We'll see about
So
that.
like this, hit that like button so I get fed.
We'll see if you get fed.
Yo,
What's
yo,
up,
yo.
Greg,
What up?
how are
What's going
you,
on, my
Greg?
peeps? Not bad. What about you guys?
Just
Good.
chilling.
I think
Chilling,
this
chilling.
whole situation is like really crazy. Not bad. What about you guys?
What situation?
Like the whole John drama on the interwebs.
So did you guys check my comment on Black Silver's channel? I really like.
Why did you
everyone-
comment? I didn't check it.
Please check.
What is
it.
it? Maybe
Please
probably
check
just
it.
read out the
I
comment.
need
Nati.
to. I need to be silent. I need to be discreet. But check my comment.
Shit, I might have to go back. There's like a long comment thread. Like everybody was commenting on it.
It doesn't really matter. All of it will be revealed anyway in the very near future. So,
Ooh.
but yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I guess it is kind of surprising, but not a big surprise for me. I kind of saw this coming from a mile away. We all did. Me, IndianPE, Nati. This was not a surprise for any of us.
I actually used to respect John. That's crazy. I really did. But it sucks to hear
You
all those things.
respected John. Christian
Before, yeah.
Finance.
Before.
Check my comment on Black Silver's channel.
Yeah, I am.
Everyone who
yeah,
respects.
No, I don't
check my
respect him
comment.
anymore. But I'm saying like before I used to, like before I heard all the news, and it sucks. And I did see how the situation handled itself, and it looks very bad for John. So he's gonna lose a lot of subscribers, but then he's gonna gain some.
I mean, he's just gonna buy them anyway.
Exactly. You get the real subscribers.
IndianPE exposed.
We gotta be careful what we say
dating.
because we need proof. Remember, otherwise.
Oh, he is very lawyer happy. So yeah, he is very. He does like to sue people.
Otherwise.
Yeah, what up?
Hey.
What up?
After
Hey, echo.
I hear
background
echo.
noise.
Ashley.
Yeah, there's
I
massive,
heard an
massive echo.
from Ashley.
I'm gonna mute you for a second. Okay, just
Yeah.
mute Ashley for a second.
Oh.
Yeah. So what were you saying?
So what do you guys want to discuss?
I don't know. We can
Make
answer
my
some comments. Scribe won debate. Black Pill undefeated. Oh yeah, he totally won that debate.
Oh wow, yeah.
That
You
was
know
tough.
what?
Subscribe,
You
sure,
know
show
what?
Alex.
He won
wait.
exactly like how he's winning in life. Like it's very clear he's a very big winner in life. It's
I'm
very
kind of
evident.
like getting a soft
That's exactly how
soft
he's running.
spot for Black Pillars. I
Wow.
said it.
Some of them are okay.
Yeah,
Like,
some of them okay.
QB
Yeah.
is the one exception that I know of personally.
QB's nice. Yeah, I like QB. He definitely has one.
You
some good
gotta show me
receipts.
receipts, dog.
What's up, IndianPE? This is the first time I've ever met you officially. How are you?
Yes. Nice meeting you. I'm good.
I'm
How are you?
exhausted. I'm in my jammies on the couch.
Do I
Oh,
sense a speed date between Ashley and IndianPE right here?
Yo.
Oh, I'm
I think she's with
not
the guy
taking
right
up
now.
right
so.
No speed day. Damn.
The debate advanced my stage to cancel.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Okay.
That's savage.
Alex, so you're gonna collab with UMP? I am not. I do
Who's
think
UMP?
Ultimate Man Project. I did put Marcus in my top 5 video. I think that's given him like more business than he's never thanked me for that, but I guess he doesn't need to. But no, they fucked me over personally a while back, so I'm not interested in doing anything with that personally. Okay.
What did they do
Oh,
to
of course,
you?
they're never gonna thank. Fuck no, they're not gonna thank. They'll just reframe it they'll reframe it as if like, see, even they are saying that they're not legit. That's the way the fucking
Yeah.
fatty will look at it. Like a fatty.
Yo, guys, I want to talk to you about something. Because in my opinion, like there was always like one person that was number one on the YouTube space as far as like PUA. And from me, it was always Honest Signals. That's my personal opinion. I'd love to, start a discussion. What do you guys think?
I really like Honest Signals. Yeah, I think Vadim is really good.
He's good,
It was. I found it really, really frustrating. I wanted to speak up about this, but I didn't. That John, when he did his video on Honest Signals, he did his failure compilation.
Yeah, he
So
did.
so look at this. Take someone's failure compilation. And, oh, look, this guy gets rejected. Yeah, no fucking shit, idiot. It's a fucking failure compilation. So like that kind of like disingenuous shit, I was like, oh my fucking god, like this guy is clearly good, but you're taking his failure compilation, so of course it's not coming out good. That was like that kind of shit, and there's gonna be many more that like just annoyed the fuck out of me, honestly.
Yeah, that annoyed me too because it even said on the video that he was reacting. It was literally the fail compilation as well.
And
So,
you did like bring this up to him too, right? Like, oh bro, like come on, like I know he's really good.
Privately,
yeah. Okay. Yeah, so still.
Good old Vadim.
Off topic, but I saw some of young Putin's OnlyFans content today.
What'd you think?
Really? Oh my
I
goodness.
did.
what did you think?
Curiosity.
What did you think of my OnlyFans content?
I mean,
Other than I was trying to hustle you.
you were trying to hustle me. I was like, don't fucking hustle me, Greg.
I mean, that's how OnlyFans works. You kind of have to hustle people. Well, I definitely deliver though.
Yeah, all right.
How long until John Anthony makes 15 exposed videos on you? I think it's coming very soon. Unfortunately, he has like nothing on me. He's gonna say, let's see. Okay, I'm
ugly.
Yeah, Natty's ugly. His leg count is higher than mine. I'm losing hair. My
You have
cold approach
acne.
skills.
You have a crooked nose.
Yeah, I have a crooked nose. My cold approach skills aren't as good as his, and
And he has more money than you.
he has more money than me.
There we go.
That's
And-
I just
his
saved. I just
students are better than yours.
Yeah, I just saved John a whole video. There we go.
I don't know how he has more money than you with all the lawyer fees.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
throwing cease and desist to everyone, like every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Even if to like a homeless man is walking by, bro, stop talking. I'm gonna send you a cease and desist.
Right.
I'm just
Good
waiting.
old John.
I'm just waiting for a processor to show up at my door. If they do, I'm gonna live stream it.
Freaking John, man.
In the beginning, though, to be fair to him, he did expose a lot of idiots that deserve to be exposed.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
Fashion
definitely.
Fit and like
Yeah.
a lot of these guys really deserved it.
Some were very. I mean, some were
Yeah, but
very.
that's a pot calling the kettle black, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, like
It doesn't matter
honestly,
if you expose people if you're a giant fucking hypocrite.
there we go.
Yeah, I agree. I'll be honest. Like when I saw it, when he came on like your channel, Alex, and he was showing his infields with his student, that kind of just rubbed me the wrong way because I was just like looking all the content. I was like, "What is this? Like, this is not educational." At least to me, it wasn't.
The video you sent me earlier was very.
You know what? Greg and Alex kind of look alike. You can see the Jew and
The Russian and
the Russian
yeah.
Jew.
Well, I've said that in the past. I think Greg is like a younger version of me when I was in
Your
like, my
people,
20s.
like
Yeah,
your
it's
people
crazy to
look
think
alike.
about that. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like a parallel universe. It's like fucking 4-dimensional Russian.
Natty, what time did you end up finally getting some sleep last night?
I went to bed around 4:00, really late.
Me
Oof.
too. Late. I was all.
Yeah, I feel that.
What were you doing
So-
last night, Greg? Were you out getting laid?
I was just with my friends. We were doing dumb shit, and my friends were just being fucking jackasses and looking at Reddit and fucking just looking at the weirdest porn that Reddit has to offer. And I was
Yeah,
just like,
What kind of porn is that?
they were on like
Reddit?
our cum sluts, and then they got from that to like peeing in girls' mouths, and then some other
Oh.
fucking shit. I was like, yo, you guys are just like fucking going on a fucking rabbit hole to like
Oh,
never. There's some crazy shit on Reddit, and then 4chan is just like that territory where you don't really want to go, but you're gonna go anyways, and then you're like,
Mm-mm.
never land.
Alex, are you still thinking like maybe Sunday or Monday for your video?
Either Sunday or Tuesday. Yeah.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Well, because I realized Monday I have that group podcast, and I'm not gonna reschedule that. So it's
What
got to
about
be either
Sunday?
well, there's a lot of screenshots to go through. So if I can
Yeah,
get it
you want
done
to
by
make sure
then,
it's right.
All them screenshots. She.
I'll be
I'm
so
not gonna lie,
happy for you.
I'm pretty excited.
But the only thing
It's
is,
gonna
you
be
can't
interesting.
really expose his lay count, right? Because you said you cannot really expose that. Because I think that would be the big one. If someone can really expose.
no, there's way bigger things. Trust me on that. I do think his lay count is largely legit. It just the quality can really vary, but yeah, I do think it's largely legit. Yeah.
I thought that the only reason why he fucked Transformers was because he didn't go for sub 5s like me.
Yeah, I don't really know why he fucks.
I think banging a Transformer would be like minus 35,000 lay count.
Okay, so like let's open debate. Would you guys ever bang a Transformer?
No.
Let's start with Greg.
No.
I'll be honest. No.
Once born a man, always a man. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
Doesn't matter if you identify yourself as trans.
It's
Doesn't matter
actually
if you
crazy.
identify yourself as a woman.
Like,
as
I'm
well.
definitely not transphobic, but like I've been in situations where like I'm talking to someone who like I think is a girl, and they're like, short, petite, like they look very feminine, and then like this individual is like, oh, I'm actually trans, but they didn't tell me until like the last second. Thankfully, like I didn't meet up with them, but I kind of felt like bamboozled because I was under the impression like it was a woman. So like I just personally would not be comfortable with sleeping with like a trans individual personally.
I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with it at all. But what you hit on, Greg's exactly right. I feel like it's deceitful to not be upfront about it.
Yeah.
Like, if you're interested in someone for sexual or romantic purposes only. I mean, otherwise, I don't care if you identify as whatever. But yeah, I think that's kind of a deceitful. But I'm a supporter of it.
I'm hoping Alex doesn't say yes here because it would be the end of our relationship.
Why the fuck would I bang Transformers?
I don't know. I'm hoping you don't say yes, because can you imagine if I'm like, would you guys bang Transformers? And Alex like, yeah, why not? How awkward would that be? I'd be like,
I wonder why I make so many gay jokes. Maybe I do.
It's an
Well, the thing is,
experience.
he'd be sarcastic if he said yeah. Like,
I would definitely not bang a Transformer. I have no
Man.
interest in anything that used to have a penis. I have a strict no penis ever policy.
Right.
Like it must be a mess down there. Like it must be like a wild jungle forest from the Amazon down there.
Right.
This was interesting. Alex, do you really think Sneeko is that great? Because I think is good, even better than most guys in Speed Days when I was so spectacular. Yeah, I agree with that statement. I don't think Sneeko is so great. I just think he did well. He just did well in that one situation. That's what I was commenting on. That doesn't mean I think he has great game overall. You can do good
in a
one
vacuum.
situation.
Like it looked good.
It looked good. The girl said it was a 10 out of 10. She said she was interesting in him. I mean, like everything lined up. So yeah, like in that situation, his game was good. But yeah, it wasn't like anything like insanely mind blowing. I would say. I would say, again, not sound cocky, but I think I could do a lot better. But yeah,
easily.
I think he did quite well for sure.
did she know who he was though? Did she know?
No, she did not know who he was before he came on.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, he definitely has experience. I'm sure he gets plenty of girls with his clout and like his status. So I mean, I'm sure he has some sort of game, but it just depends, like what girls think of him.
Yeah, the thing is, when you have that much clout, the game that you need to get the same amount of results versus if you don't have the clout is way less, right?
But
yeah, he's definitely laid back.
But she didn't know he had clout, though.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good.
I mean, I respect it. Yeah.
I didn't even know who he was until he didn't show up for your panel one day.
And then people look up, and that's when they realize, okay, he has enough subscribers. A lot of them.
They almost didn't let him on the. Like they did like the emergency meeting with Andrew, and then they almost didn't let him on the panel actually. He was actually quite
really?
about that. Yeah,
How-
but they
how do
actually
you
did
know?
at the end because they're saying he's too young, not experienced enough.
Oh, interesting.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but they ended up letting him like last minute.
Yeah, I
They
didn't watch
said all
that,
that?
but I seen that the emergency meeting thing with Tate and all them.
I really like Andrew Tate. That's the one person obviously there's some controversial things, and I don't agree with the extremes, the very, very extremes like he says about girls, but everything else mindset related about depression, everything else that he says, I agree with 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why I thought it was shitty when John did a complete 180. He went from being his biggest fanboy to completely turning on him and now saying he's a fraud. I mean, like, how do you go from thinking someone is totally legit and being his biggest fanboy to thinking he's a total fraud?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like even like in after the videos of the live, like whenever he talks about like I reached my first 100 in 2012. Like I think I've heard him say that more than his lake aunt. I reached my first 100 in 2012. And the only other legit guys I know are like the underground guys, and of course Andrew Tate. Like he said it so many times back
Yeah.
when he did the interview, and then now.
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I actually found about Andrew Tate through his initial interview with John. That's actually how I found out about Andrew Tate. I knew about him for a year and a half now. I've been following Andrew for a while.
This is a pretty accurate statement.
No, I agree. Yeah, because he was blasting like Benji from like Bezos. He was like reviewing his like infield and like critiquing like everything. And I'm like, that's not bad infield. Like he's just like, showing his game. And John's like, nope, terrible. Why would you say that to a girl? How could you? Like,
Someone said JAL hates his own parents for having him. That cracked me up. I agree.
Good old John.
Someone asked me if I'm having the Crucible back on. Yeah, absolutely. I am having those guys back on. Or I guess just Andrew.
You should have his wife.
Yeah, I'll have her on at some point.
Rachel's, I think that she and Ashley had like a huge, not a huge, but like a very heated debate.
Wait, really?
Yeah. She's
That's
highly
crazy.
bad faith. She's just like her husband.
Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like her at all. Not at all.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm very public about that, obviously.
I have a question. She made a comment in one of the debates that
Wait, who gave Natty food?
I asked
Uh-oh.
you
It's
if
the
I could
cookies.
eat the cookies.
She didn't steal them, did she?
I thought we said we were not feeding Natty.
I asked.
I'm just kidding. Go
I
ahead.
didn't play too.
I asked about the cookies. He has me on a diet, by the way. He thinks I'm fat.
Oh, shut up.
No, he called me fat the other day.
You gotta follow the Hormaxer diet.
What is the Hormaxer diet?
I think he just does a bunch of fucking dancing movement and then goes to fucking swinger clubs.
Should we play the video of Hormaxer dancing?
Yeah, you should.
Ashley, do you have that? Can you pull it up?
Yeah, I can pull it up. Give me a second.
That man is a legend.
Oh, we got
So I
something
have a
on the
question.
Yeah.
So do you think that women that because Andrew's wife said something about that women who are like promiscuous, they're gonna die lonely, and by their 40, they're like nobody's gonna want them. Do you guys agree with that?
No.
No, I mean I think depends on the girl. I don't think like every girl just because she's promiscuous is going to be alone. Some people can have a promiscuous phase, and after that promiscuous phase, they can literally hate casual sex. And these are the girls who like actually want to settle down, and like if they don't feel like it affected their pair bonding skills, and if they end up in a good relationship, it's not like they're going to stay alone.
Completely, 100% agree with you.
But if they still have that mindset even after getting married, yeah, of course, not a good person to.
Yeah, but like
settle down
let's
with.
just take like not even promiscuous girl. Let's say like party girls who like maybe had 10 like hounds during their 20s, and by the time they're 30, they're ready to settle down.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
see this narrative a lot on the red on the red pill.
Mhm.
And as a matter of fact, I think that a lot of men do like those type of women, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, it can. I mean, I think it just depends.
Christian, you have something to say. Say it.
Yeah. I don't know.
me.
Like once I actually want to settle down, like I'm 22 right now. I don't really want to settle down quite yet. I personally want to go to Bulgaria and find a good girl there. And I want to live in Bulgaria personally, like in about 3 or 4 years, and Europe in general. But personally, I would rather find a girl who is not gone too crazy. If she has like a body count of 10, I wouldn't really care. But I don't want a girl to be like my long-term girlfriend that's gonna be like with a body count of 100 or something, you know?
Yeah, like, but like, I
100 is
mean, like
insane. 100 would
something
be
normal, something like with
Yeah.
10,
Like
15.
10, 12, you know, 15, you know, whatever.
Which is really hard
less
to
than
come
20.
by.
I would say if I get married, it would be like not like if I get into a relationship, it would be like less than 20 girls. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's
Because
very
those are the
reasonable.
ones
I
I've
agree.
always like connected well as well. Like it feels like so much more genuine as well. With like high body count girls, it's like they just wanna like just fuck like crazy. That's
Yeah.
it. And like
I
they
would
don't
argue
even
you
want to
don't
try to
wanna-
have a decent conversation.
Yeah.
I would argue
Nat-
you don't want to.
Natty, there's a question for you on the
Yeah.
screen.
What do I think about J-Mo talking shit about me? To be honest, I got a lot more upset about what he said about Alex and what he said to Alex, because I don't care what that guy says. I don't care if he calls me ugly. I mean, look at him, right? It's like, honey, it's okay. I understand that, and from what I saw in Orlando, a lot of the girls he would fuck, I was like, it's okay. Thank God you found me ugly, because you don't have that great of a taste. So no, I was more upset about what he said about Alex.
Alex, so you mentioned in the stream the other day when you were friends with John, you kept him distance because of bad things you had heard. What were those things? Well, the fact that literally every other relationship he ever had, or from what I saw, ended in disaster. First, I saw that with Sonny, then Andrew Tate. I just watched those relationships fall out, and those were all John's fault. I watched
he
him.
was super like so
He was-
friendly with Sunny. Sunny was also like very nice to him. I think he was very nice to him.
Sonny took him in when he had a drinking problem and spent months taking care of him and like getting him like back up
Pretty
and running.
insane.
And then as soon as Sonny had his Facebook group start taking off, John completely flipped on him. So yeah, there was shit like that. Also
So
just doing
gross.
some ethically questionable things like fucking doxing people left and right, suing
Yeah,
people.
doxing is crazy.
Yep.
To
Yeah,
the people who are saying that I have a crush on J-Mo, or that I have bad days, but I don't have bad taste. I just want to put that out there.
awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate you, Will Life. Yo, Jake, do you have anything you wanted to say? You're kind of been sitting here chilling.
He's a little sus, people were saying in the chat.
Yeah, you might as well just kick him out.
Nah,
I'll
dude,
do
I'm
it.
just kind of chilling here.
Oh,
Who is that?
Oh yeah, I wasn't actually expecting to get on the stream, but
Oh,
Here you are, man.
yeah, man.
Welcome.
Yo.
welcome to the stream.
What did you want to
Yeah.
discuss?
This is my first time even coming on here. But Alex, you've had some of the best advice that I've put it into practice, and it's been a huge help for me. So thank you.
Aw,
Oh, thanks,
let's
man.
give him a
Appreciate that.
heart.
Appreciate that, bro.
Alex, I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, yeah. Let me share the screen. All right, this is going to take a minute, but this is hilarious.
And my segment was a huge failure, you guys. I apologize.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I'm sorry, I don't know why it's come out.
Yeah, this is going to be some
Just
fire
let it.
content. Yeah, this is good.
If I can, there we go.
What the?
Well, I think
this is before he discovered the black pill. He was happy.
he looks so happy.
I know, right?
This is definitely before he discovered the black pill.
Ashley, can you mute the audio?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, I still hear it.
I don't know. I think this guy's a cornball. I was just like,
Yeah, he's definitely a character for sure.
He's definitely.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, hey, what's up? Wait, hang on. We're just still waiting. Hang on.
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna mute you for a second. Just can you mute that audio, please? Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
Very good.
She kept seeing it. Couldn't take her
I
eyes
know.
off.
I was like,
Hey, Alex.
What's
I
up?
have
sorry.
one point I want to discuss discuss on the stream with you.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a different take because it's basically the topic is shit test, and
Okay.
I don't believe there's any such thing as shit test. I think this is one of those ideas which the pickup community inherited from, like, it's always been believed that there's this concept of shit test and everybody just goes along, and it's been going on for years, and I believe that
That's the audio.
There's like a noise. Can you?
no,
Okay, perfect.
Sean, are you on top of Mount Everest right now?
yeah, I'm planning almost there.
Hey, badass.
But with that being said, I think when it comes to shit test, let's say a girl approaches IndianPE and she says, I'm not into brown guys. I don't think if she says with a straight face, usually I don't think she's joking, or if that's a shit test. And let's say she comes up to me and she says something bad, like, oh, I don't take the ugly guys. There's no amount of confidence, or there's no amount of a fancy line can say anything. I think that's just
I think you're misunderstanding what a shit test is. A shit test isn't something a girl says with a serial face. It's not like a girl saying, get the fuck away from me. That's not a shit test. A shit test is more of like when the girl's like, I'm not into brown guys, right? When she said that playful, right? She wants to see how you react to that. And if you're like, oh, why not? We're so good, right? You failed the shit test. But if you're like, oh, it's okay, I'm not into basic white girls either, but, here we are, right? Then you pass the shit test. Or if you're going home with a girl and she's like, oh, just so you know, we're not having sex tonight. And if you're like, why not? I have a big dick. Then you fail the shit test. Or if you're like, oh, that's cool, I'm a virgin anyway, then you pass the shit test. So yeah, I think shit test definitely good.
And also that's kind of oh yeah, go for it.
Do I do shit tests, Alex? I don't. I never shit test anyone.
Well, we're dating, so it'd be kind of weird.
But have I ever shit tested you? Never.
I don't remember. It was like 3 years ago when we met.
So okay, so like I get that. Okay, maybe this is like a you think that okay, it's been like a PUA concept and everyone think that every girl is actually shit testing, etc. But then if she's actually like when you first starting off, if you don't know how a shit test looks like, you joke about all of these questions. Like if she's like, I'm not into brown guys, I'll just be like, don't worry, I'm white. Actually, I'm fully white. I'm super ignorant, so I'm fully white or something like that. And then if she's actually not going to laugh at it, then I know it's actually a boundary. It's not like she's ever going to be into me just because I said it so playfully. It's not going to change a preference. It's going to change her perception of you. Like, okay, if you fail the shit test, she's going to think, okay, she's not going to find attraction towards you, even if she finds you attraction, looks wise. It's like it's a make or break for games and stuff.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Just to quickly add to that, though, from what I understand.
Russell, we got to clean up your audio. It's salting my eardrums. Can you turn down your settings by like 80% or so? I'll unmute you. Okay, let's try it now.
While Russell is fixing his audio, I want to say I agree with both of you guys, and I want to bring up the question. Then why do we give it such a negative connotation of teasing? Basically, teasing.
I think it's a completely positive connotation. If a girl is shit testing you, it's good.
What is the difference between shit testing?
If anything,
and teasing?
that means she looks at you as a potential partner. That's the reason why she's shit testing. It's like it's just like like she's giving you an exam you have to take. It's like she gives that exam to every guy she meets. Maybe, right? Maybe not. Maybe she does. Maybe she doesn't. Like, but still, that's her way of like filtering out what guys she truly finds attractive. Simple.
Yeah.
It's not like a negative connotation at all. If it's anything, like if a girl is shit testing her, really fucking good, because I love it when girls shit test me. Like literally today, like the girl I banged, she was like, "Oh, we're not gonna have sex. We have to take it slow." Meanwhile, I'm like fingering her, and then like, of course, we fuck after. Yeah, of course, we're taking it very, very slow. And then she's like, "Okay," like she just goes on, like. So,
yeah, I was speaking more literally, like the word shit and test.
I mean, you can. It's about definition. If you want to call it something else, attraction test, cool, go for it. But it's shit test because
I mean, I just
if
think
you
it's
fail
so,
it, you're a shit. You're a shit. That's it.
it just sounds so cringe and weird. Like those two words.
You're
like,
not talking these two girls. Like you're just talking to another POA guy. Shit. Okay, like nerdy stuff. Like if you have nerdy taste, you talk about your nerdy taste to men, like your friends, because it's not cringy for you and him. Like let's say you're talking nerdy shits to a girl. Like of course it feels weird because she's not gonna be into it at all, right? So it's cringy if you're like.
I
you
think
talk
the
about shit
solution is
test to a girl.
simple. If you find the word shit test so cringy, then just use the word congruence test. Baby, there we go. Problem solved.
It wasn't a
Congruence test. That was the one.
I was just
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Well, it is a congruence test, right? That's another way of explaining it. She's testing to see if you're going to be congruent to the vibe that you're putting out. She wants to see if you're the kind of guy that is actually who he pretends to be, or he's not really. Okay, let's bring this person on.
Okay, how's my audio now?
It's
Perfect.
Yo.
Is it better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So just first of all, IndianPE, fellow Indian guy, obviously not actually Russell Brand.
Damn. I thought we got some famous.
We were
like
looking
Russell Brand just-
forward to Russell Brand.
That would have been cool.
Pardon me, sorry.
It's disappoint us, bro.
Maybe make up a British accent.
I can try, but I mean, the Queen's
His
passed.
British
I don't
accent is
know if it's gonna, she might roll into her grave with how bad my accent is,
Oh, he's not dead, bro. Russell
No, the
Brand
Queen
is
died,
alive.
bro. Okay, so I actually have a legit question for you, as a fellow Indian POA. So what I want to ask you is like, how'd you bring your parents up to speed on your whole lifestyle? Because I think
they didn't know. They don't know.
The answer is he
They have
didn't.
zero idea.
That's
They think
like-
I'm a kissless virgin. They think I'm a kissless virgin.
Okay.
I'm never gonna
That's
tell
like-
them. They're never gonna find out.
Okay.
That's just.
I'm
not gonna
surprised
happen
because like you're a public persona, so that's why I was like.
I don't think I'm like that public. Like, if it was,
No,
if I was actually like a public persona, my parents would have found out a long time ago.
No,
Okay.
and
Sorry, Natty, go
I
ahead.
found you with your real name. I was able to find like certain things about
Yeah,
you.
but
but, like-
his Indian parents aren't like YouTubing like, oh, Indian pickup artist.
No, but like
No, because I mean, I'm sure like people can dig up info about me if they dig hard enough too. Like I think internet stores everything at the end of the day.
I mean, yes, but like it stores everything, but it doesn't rub into your face every time. Like you
Fair
got
enough,
you
I
have
guess.
to really dig deep.
so,
Okay.
so what
like
would
it-
happen, IndianPE? What would happen if your mom calls you and she's like, "Your sister sent me this video of you," and it's the product video of you doing what you were doing with the girl, like on Alex's product. What would you do? What would you do? They would be like, IndianPE, we're so disappointed in you.
Yeah, they'd be my parents would be so disappointed.
Would
Definitely.
they
like,
disown you,
unfortunately, what our ancestors
or
did.
would
I mean,
they?
it would be a massive issue. It would be like a shit storm I would have to deal with like a family.
Okay.
You would have to what?
It would be like a shit storm. Like it would be crazy. Like phone calls day and night and shit like that.
Well, but they will not disown
Asking
you.
me
They
to come back to India, shit like that. Or like go to a temple and be exorcised by the priest.
Would there be some crying like
Oh, yeah,
what did
shit
I
ton
do
of that.
wrong? What did I do
Yeah,
wrong?
what did I? It's all my fault. I have not been a good parent.
Yeah. No, the
They'll
only
get
reason
so
I
fuck out
asked
of
is
this
because-
My mom would never say I'm not a good parent. My mom would be like, "You failed me as a daughter. Like you don't deserve me as a mother."
Damn.
That's my mom. She's like, "You don't deserve me." Like that's Hispanic mothers to you. Like
Oh, I
at least
hear.
Indian parents are like, I was a bad parent, but Hispanic moms, they're like, "You're a disappointment."
By the way,
That would be the rhetoric for my.
I got to compliment IndianPE though, because he wound up doing what I was considering doing, which is actually going public with game and stuff. I thought about it, but then I didn't have the balls to pursue it. So props, man. Like
I mean,
I'm still,
uh,
yeah.
I just don't see it like that special, but I don't regularly do it just to like still keep a low profile.
Yeah. Anyways, that's about all I had to say. Besides that, I personally did wind up trying John's stuff. I know everybody's not a fan of him anymore in here.
Well, you can try his stuff.
You can try it out. I mean, his game is still, I think, legit.
Yeah, I heard there's
Yeah,
a free
he's-
30-minute
he-
call.
No, actually, he did like a 30-minute call.
He's a highly tolerant man, FYI. So like, just keep that
Okay.
in
No, I mean,
mind.
I've never been on the stream, on this side of the stream before. I usually just watch from the chats and on YouTube. I don't usually jump here because I've just never had much to say.
Welcome to the other side. But yeah, man, thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna bounce out. I actually have somebody over. Giggity.
All right, dude.
Oh,
See you
I'll
later.
catch y'all
good
later.
luck.
All right, let's bring on someone named Sketch Boss.
What's up?
How's it going?
Great, man. I have a question about game. How do you deal with older women when you're too young?
When you're too
something in there, like
This
some
is
When you're too drunk, why are you
Young.
dealing with older women?
Young. When you're
Young.
too
Oh, too
young.
young. Oh, sorry. I was like, okay.
like what happened. This is a great question. What happens to you when like you talk to these older women?
Cougars?
They say I'm not into younger guys.
No, they say something like, "When I'm supposed to talk you about the last chapter of SpongeBob or something."
How old are you?
Yeah, you should be like, I mean, like you can see if she's actually being like very serious about it or not. Like you can be like, if she's
I'll be like, what am I
uh,
supposed to talk to you about? Fucking episodes of Frasier from the 90s?
Yeah, like or
How-
like
how old are
that
you?
70s show. That 70s show. Yeah.
No, that 70s show was like 2008. No, we gotta go.
No, it's still
2008?
No, more
No,
like,
it was
90s.
early 2000.
no, you
early
gotta go
2000.
like Frasier or something like that. Or
Early
like
2000
or
is
like
the 70s.
or Doctor
shows.
Who.
or
Doctor
Cheers
Who.
or something like that. Yeah. Twilight
Doctor Who's
Zone.
1970.
Oh no, yeah, the 70s. It was late 90s. Yes, you're right. IndianPE.
Told you.
This is one of those questions where like
Yeah, it's a common
gay people
objection.
think that's a shit test. This is like why I said it's a great question. It's
Well, it
girls,
depends.
you guys, half the time it's not the shit test.
Well, it depends on how she says it. If she's like,
Exactly, yeah.
what am I supposed to do? What am I going to talk to you about? You're too young for me. Then, yeah, that's probably not a shit test. If she's like, what am I supposed to talk to you about? Like, what? Like fucking
SpongeBob, right? I
SpongeBob or something?
yeah.
Then that is a shit test. You have to look at her body language, her tonality, and all that stuff.
I would have said something like, no, I hate SpongeBob. I like Pokemon, and see like how she's going to react. If she's going to be like, ha ha ha, whatever. Okay, cool. That means it
That's
was
a good one.
not a real thing. Yeah. Like
You know, like
in Tinder, for example.
you're highly underrated, IndianPE. I think you
Oh, thank you.
you should be more involved.
you know my qualms. Don't want to be too public.
But yeah, there are
Because the
many
mom-
girls that put something like, "I'm not into younger guys" in their Tinder bio.
Oh, my computer
know,
is
yeah,
Yeah,
dying.
those guys. I mean, like if they put that and they still match with you, then maybe that was not really a good, real thing. If they put that and they don't match with you, then you have your answer that they're not
Bro.
just going to be into you anyway.
Alex,
Oh,
They say no sex on first date, and those are usually the most ZTF girls once you break them down. So
I wouldn't even bother reading a girl's bio. Natty, you want to borrow my charger?
yeah, can I borrow your charger, please?
Yeah. Fortunately, we're in the same place. Come out of the basement. You have been free
Nati, don't go
temporarily.
up the stairs now. Oh god.
Hey, you have a scooter.
See, no stairs involved. Basement debunked.
Oh yeah, that's.
Well,
I just got a question I saw. Yeah, but then I tell them that I'm Indian. There's no change in whatsoever. If they don't like if I've noticed that for women who just don't like brown or darker skin complexion guys, they're not like me. And if girls who like darker brown darker complexion guys,
Oh, should I
they
borrow-
like me or Mexicans or black guys. So it's like it falls under the one category anyway.
It doesn't work.
No, I don't.
how do you overcome like
just bring the
that
chair,
insecurity,
chair.
for example, like saying
Well,
I have
this
no
is
insecurities
brown.
being Indian. Like I'm really proud of it. Like if at maybe when I started off, I was insecure a bit, but then like I used to like play Indian songs after fucking a girl just to see if how she's gonna react. And no girl like ever said like, oh, this is so weird or something. Like she was also
But should
liking
you
the
do?
music I played.
Wait, should you do like an Indian dance after you fuck her? Like, can you try that?
What?
Can you try that
No.
after you fuck a girl? I want you to do like a little like Bollywood Indian dance.
I don't know how to do
like,
it. Like, how will I
and you're
teach
like,
her how to do it?
no, like you need to do it, please, please.
No, I'm not fabulous, Nati. I'm
No,
not
but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just to try your best. I just want to see how she would react if she would accept your Indianness. You know what I mean?
I mean, like I always make jokes of like, how do you feel about just being curry cocked? That's what I always say.
Wait, I do want to make sure we get through everybody. Okay, Sketch Boss, do you have anything else?
No, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, buddy. All right,
Goodbye.
Devontae, do you have anything?
Yeah, how's it going, everybody? How's it going tonight?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
Pretty good, man. Yo, my fault, man. I got a little anxiety, like with like multiple people, like on a camera. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Oh, you're
I'm like,
good, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, forgive me, but I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Just shout out Alex, bro, because like I feel like this whole ordeal with jail, man, that just showed levels of just your character and like masculinity, bro. Like the fact like you didn't just like go out and like blast him and like you said like all right there was stuff behind the scenes I just kept quiet, like that just shows like bro, like I'm so proud of you as a man, bro, like real talk, bro, because just watching your videos I knew like masculinity is like one of your biggest traits, bro, like you know what I'm saying. I can tell like you a real man, bro, and being like a real man I feel is like not somebody's jugular when you got the chance to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks,
Like,
dude. Yeah, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I did give him like literally
Meticulous.
every chance to not go down this route, but he's just so determined to go there. I don't know why, but yeah, yeah, man, I appreciate that a lot.
Alex, we need to get you some security guards for the next few days until the video drops, just in case.
He's not gonna do shit.
I love
Alex
that.
is his own
I love
security
that
guard.
gesture. Alex's gesture is like my favorite part about him.
you know,
Can we all do it together?
you know what's interesting though is like, all right, so when I first met Coach Kyle's like, so me and him is like the same age. We both 32.
Mm.
And like I've had phone combos with him and stuff like that. The first time that like I've talked to him, like first time on YouTube, I got on his Patreon. I'm like, yo, I want to be friends with this dude. Like beyond like his advice was solid, but I'm like, yo, I could really mess with this dude in real life. And like I feel as though like when you are just worried on yourself and like you are worried about self development and you're worried about building with people and you project that energy, like I feel like a lot of people will gravitate towards you more than if you just trying to like destroy people. You know what I'm saying? And I get that vibe from you. Like you got a very similar vibe to like Charisma King and Coach Kyle. You know, Alex. Like you got the whole. How do I explain it? Like, man, you're just a man's man, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not like
No homo. Gotta
Thanks.
say it.
Thanks, dude.
He's loving this. He's loving
Yes.
this.
I do
Yeah,
love
he's
the
loving the validation.
I do love the
He loves
validation.
it.
I do.
Indian and I like are like
But
I do-
you know,
No, I'm not.
like you know what I'm saying? Like I could tell like vibe that y'all got, and I feel like that connects with women. Like if you're a dude who's just like, yo, all right, I might not agree with this crowd over here, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to like bring anybody down. I'm gonna focus on me, what I got to bring to the world, and I'm gonna mess with people like that. Like, bro, you're gonna get girls, you're gonna get friends, and I feel like you're gonna get those views and you're gonna get them subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So all that to say that, man, is like, bro, you by what just happened with you and Dog, like you just showed that you deserve the space, bro. Like your advice is solid. I followed you since like back like 2018, but you showed you deserve this space, bro, because you a real freaking man. You know what I'm saying? Like you.
Thank you for the really kind words, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes, funny enough. Speaking of Coach Kyle, me and Coach Kyle I can't prove this, but I think that I would, if I had to take a guess, I think John is the reason that relationship blew up. John asked me to introduce him to Coach Kyle because we had done several collabs at that point, and I did. And I started a group chat. In that group chat, John asked Coach Kyle for his lay count, and it was like 100 something. And then John went and used that screenshot that was taken in a private conversation, and then made a video about it, using the video saying, "Oh, look, this guy's lake count is only 100." So yeah, so that's
Can I ask you a question about that situation?
Yeah.
Why didn't you cut him off then? Because I would, if a friend of mine did that to me, I would be like, "You're dead to me."
Well, one is that I'm a pretty patient motherfucker, and two, I didn't talk to him for like a few weeks. I didn't talk to him for a few weeks after that, but I don't know. He like lurked his way back in my life, I guess.
Yeah, sorry.
You can't avoid me.
He's kind of like an STD, like really hard to get rid of.
Yeah, basically.
That's right.
He's like
what a
HIV.
crazy comparison.
Well, it's
Very
very like
appropriate, though.
it's very
He's not a
appropriate.
chlamydia.
All right, and let me. I wanna know everybody's advice, like on the channel. You know, IndianPE, my fault. Alex,
Yeah, personal assistant.
I want to know everybody's opinion. All right, put out Coach Kyle's leg count, right? You know, I'm gonna say, right, bro. All right, bro. All right. He said
Your voice is breaking.
Yeah, your voice is breaking up a
Yeah,
little bit.
the audio.
All right, so he says that he got 1,500 leg count. You look at the way that Kyle carries himself, the way he dresses, his knowledge. He's smart as a motherfucker. He's smooth, bro. If Kyle dedicated his life to just racking up a leg count, you don't think he couldn't get past what he's at right now? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, yeah.
There's a lot of external
You know
factors
what?
that John doesn't consider. One,
You
the
know
fact
what he
that Kyle,
gives me?
the fact that Kyle is young. He's quite young. Two, the
He's
fact
your
that
age.
Oh, is he? I thought he was younger
Yes.
than that.
Yeah, I
No,
thought he
but
was
like
younger too.
no,
I thought
he's
he was
not
younger.
I thought he
younger.
was younger too.
But he does give me the vibe that he's a relationship kind of guy.
Well, he is in
Yeah.
a relationship, and he's been in a
Yeah, but
relationship
like
for years.
but like he's the type of guy who thrives in like who likes relationships. He gives me that vibe. That's why I think that his leg count is not that huge, because he seems to be a relationship guy.
I just don't think he gives a shit about like racking up his leg count. I think that's just
Yeah,
just
probably.
the difference.
So I want to throw some out there. Is so he said in his Patreon, he's just like when he was 100, and this is real interesting, man. Like, and I don't make it like a Kyle thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make this, you know, just like a pickup dating advice. You know what I mean? A whole thing. But like, what he said was when he was approaching 100, he didn't really push as hard because he noticed like he was just chasing that number, and like he wasn't really building on quality. He was just like, yo, I'm getting out there, I'm getting girls, and I'm just racking it up. So he's just like, he started to slow down because he realized he wasn't even feeling a lot of the girls he was sleeping with. So that's why he slowed down. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me a few years ago. So yeah, I can totally relate to that.
for sure, man. I just wanted to get y'all, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to come out here real quick and shout out y'all, and you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you, Alex, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. And yeah, I'll stay tuned for the future, bro.
Thanks, bro. I really appreciate the kind words. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Hey,
Take care. All right, let's hear from Cortez. We haven't.
Yo,
heard from
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I just wanted to voice a gripe I had with John. It was like every time you had like a new coach on, whether it be Austin, the first time you had Coach Kyle on, 3 days later, John would post a video on him. It'd always be like, because I follow you and John. So it would always be weird to me.
It's like
Yeah,
he's
it's like some weird passive aggressive shit. Yeah.
He's like insecure that you should not be friends with anyone else.
Yeah. I always find it weird
Like-
that he has no other friends in the pickup space, that every time Alex has another guy on, he always has to talk shit about him.
Yeah, it's like a really weird jealousy type of shit. I don't understand it. Like, but yeah.
He's like a mean girl, you know?
Yeah.
But like from the 8th grade, like the mean girls I had to deal with from like 8th grade, like his personality. He gives me the mean girl vibe.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then another question I had was like on game about photos. Because I've been struggling to get photos for like a while. I live in like Savannah, and it's really hard to find a good photographer.
I personally don't know any photographers in Savannah. I know some in the Florida area. Yeah, would you be willing to come to Florida, or is that too much of a stretch?
Yeah. My family lives in Florida. I'm just in Savannah because I'm in Army. I'm in that Fort Stewart, so that's why I'm in Savannah.
Wow.
Thanks for your service. And then also, is there somebody that's like, here's how I found my photographer. I was in a pickup group, and I just asked, there was like 100 guys in the pickup group, and one of them was like, oh yeah, I do photography on the side. I'll just take the pictures for you. Do you have a pickup group near you? I think that could help.
Not that I know of.
I would say, like, I personally know several photographers in the Florida area, and I made a community. So if you go on my YouTube community post, I actually posted all their Instagrams. So when you come down here, you can reach out to any one of them, and I'm sure they will be able to help you out. But yeah, unfortunately, I only know about the Florida area. I don't know about other states.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring on a few more people, and then I'm gonna take a piss. Pablo, Q2, Hectic. Oh, let's just bring on a bunch of people at once.
The party.
Q2.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Hey, what's going on?
Q2 real quick.
Yep.
Q2 is in the house.
What's good? Oh, I just want to say real quick that I understand where IndianPE is coming from with the not being wanting to be public thing, because at the
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, but I understand, like, it's fun and it seems cool to be like an influencer, but if people like really look into it, it is not a good. It's not a. You have to really be making a lot of money to make it worth it, because it's like people like. Well, first of all, there's hate comments, and then second of all, there's like people trying to dox you, people trying to like tell people, like message your family members. Like, there's a bunch of weird shit that goes on with big influencers. So like, I don't envy anybody that is in that position and not making money. You know, you feel me? So like, that's why I don't like. Even though I'm on here a lot, I'm not saying where I live like that much. I'm not saying, oh, I go to school, I work at this job, work at this. Like, you gotta keep it low profile. And I would also say that's how most guys should honestly be, even though it's a passion of a lot of people. You should honestly not tell your family members about any pickup shit. You shouldn't tell them, I watched this Alex guy, because at the end of the day, it's weird shit. This is weird shit we're doing, and it's not gonna be accepted by a lot of people. And there's no point in trying to like debate bro yourself into a better position of trying to get your mom to understand why you listen to this white guy on YouTube tell you how to get women. You know, like, there's no point in that.
Why you gotta bring race into it, man?
Well, I'm just saying, like, if I'm black, so I say, oh, I listen to this white guy on YouTube tell me about this stuff. You know, like, it does play a part.
Why does it have to be a white guy? Why can't it just be a guy?
I'm racist low key. That's why.
Yeah. like all blue pairs.
Any comments? Anything else?
Can y'all hear me?
No, that's it, man. Appreciate you coming on.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Yo. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. I got a question, right? How can you tell for sure if it's a shit test? Because here's the thing, right? I hear a lot of things and about it, you know, and a lot of it's like contradicting. It got me in my head a little bit. I'm kind of like confused. How for sure do you know that you passed it? And I seen your video on it, right? And that was kind of insightful. However, is she supposed to give you another one? Is it just fucking like you pass it and that's it? Or
well, it depends on the girl. But in the video, I say typically when you pass a shit test, the girl just changes the topic. If you don't pass the shit test, she starts kind of like mocking you a little bit and shit testing you. She might still shit test you a second time. So I wouldn't say the intensity will step up. She'll kind of be like kind of making fun of you a little bit, tooling you a little bit. So that's typically what happens when you fail a shit test.
Okay. And how do you know if you have enough value to move it forward? Because here's the thing, right? I took a boot camp with Charisma King, right? And he was telling me that I had gotten a ton of attraction and all this shit and value. And I mean, I did make out with some girls because me, like, my results are just sporadic, right? Like, sometimes, like, I'll get something that I consider a result, but at the same time, like, if I ask her to follow me, like, right after she just made out with me, she just doesn't. She's just like, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like,
maybe that's the reason
mind fuck,
was it was just Maybe the reason is just like it was like an emotional thing she did. Like she made out just to make out. It wasn't because maybe she saw enough value in you. It could enough value looks like she is doing whatever you're asking her to do. Like let's say you're leading her to the dance floor, or like if you say let's go to the bar, if she's giving you resistance for that, that means she doesn't see enough value. So
Okay.
you can look at it directly as like compliance. Attraction leads to compliance. Is she following you around? Like if she's compliance as in like even the topics she's talking about, if she's if she's okay talking sexual with you, that is a level of that is a form of compliance. Is she okay with you grabbing like her ass? That is a level of compliance. But if that compliance is based on emotions, which is when like drunk girls just make out without really having any agenda after that, like without really not wanting to do anything after that, then you know that it's actually just based on an emotion rather than value, which translates to compliance, which is not an emotional thing where it can change. It can change, but it changes drastically. Like how you build attraction as a series of steps, you lose attraction as a series of steps too. But sometimes when like if you say something that is a turn off, it will lose you a lot of steps. So that's the way I look at it.
Okay, and so indicators of interest is only compliance. That's the only one you should really be focusing on.
That's how you test it anyway, right? Like if she is going to be compliant or not, you test it. Like you just be like, you want to test compliance at any point. If I'm talking sexual with her and she's like, yeah, I don't want to talk to a stranger about it, then I know I don't have enough compliance with her, or that means I need more time or more value build up to be able to test that compliance where she passes this test.
Okay, so if you, let's say she's not giving you the compliance or whatever, how do you build value after that?
Well, it just depends on what she responds to. She can respond well to you being more dominant. Maybe for her value is dominance, like you being leading. Maybe for her value is social value. So you win you if a girl is giving you that non-compliance, you talk to her friends. You show social value. You can handle a group well, and she sees you that okay, you're a social guy. Everyone is going to like you. It's only dumb for me to not like him, right? And he clearly likes me, so I have to like if I don't show the interest back, then he's gonna just take another girl from our group because everyone is liking him, right? So that's when you can actually build value separately. And again, like with the whole DHP stories, it's like, oh yeah, my friend has like oh yeah, I was just at a boat yesterday or something like that. If she responds to that kind of value, maybe she's gonna be just like a hookup girl, but you never know. But like those are certain kinds of values. Again, value can also be like sexual. Like if you have a lot of sexual authority, if you have the confidence that you can fuck the shit out of her, give her a lot of orgasms, make her squirt, then that's value too for her because she doesn't get that often, and that's your way of showing that you can fucking give her that
I know I
experience.
can definitely do that. However, how do you make her like believe that? Because here's the thing, right? The one time that I actually like got some action from game, which actually proved to me that game is real. I was like using Todd type of shit or whatever. I fucked that chick for like 5 hours, right? Which is crazy to me because I didn't even think that was possible. Because usually you hear like it's like only 30 minutes or whatever the fucking bullshit is, right? But yeah, that was the one and only, right? And so
But
how do
do
you
you
get the
realize, like just now, you're telling that story? If anything, if it's like one of the craziest things you've ever done, right? It's crazy that you fucked a girl
it's
for
one
five
of them,
straight
yeah.
hours, right? So use the backwards engineer it. Now ask her a question. What's the craziest thing she's ever done? It's a low compliance ask, and then these are the kind of questions which can quickly turn sexual. So if you ask, what's the most adventurous thing you ever done, or like the what's one of the craziest things you've ever done, she's probably going to be like, oh, I traveled in a whim, I just moved to a different city, right? And then you can be like, okay, cool, what
We'll
about
finish in
sexual?
15 minutes.
Then you see if she's actually going to respond to that. Again, another compliance test. And if she's going to respond to that, she's going to definitely probably ask you back. If she doesn't, you can actually make it find a way to get her to ask you back. It's like, oh shit, that's very different than the craziest thing I've ever done. Then of course she's going to ask you, okay, tell me what is the craziest thing you've ever done. Oh, it was so funny. Like one of those nights, like I went out, I met this really fucking hot blonde, and like we went back home and I fucked her for 7 hours straight. Like she couldn't walk the next night. It was so funny. right? But then you're saying it in such an innocent or naive way where it's not braggy. Like that's how you DHV you. It's not braggy. If you're braggy, then you're proving yourself or like trying to prove yourself to her.
So
let's
that's a comfortable story to that's a good story to actually share then.
Yeah.
Let's. I want to make sure we get to everybody because I also want to wrap up in like 15 minutes. So let's move on to Ron Anthony Lifestyle.
What's up? Can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. So there's one. Okay, if you're making a video about John, there's one thing that I've never heard anyone ever mention about him. In any of those debates you did where he debates the critics, I've never heard anyone mention this about him. And I think like you're probably better off talking about it if you make a video. Have you ever heard about why his company Efficient Pickup ended?
I've heard very brief stories. It was way before I ever met him. It's also not something I have any kind of direct evidence for because I that was before I met him. So I want to be very careful in my video to avoid anything that could be one, potentially an exaggeration or false, or two, something that I cannot literally directly prove with a screenshot. So that's why
I mean, if I'm thinking about the same thing you're thinking about, there is an article about it, and there have been people who've served jail time.
Yes, but the article, like again, articles can be false. I've certainly had Vice do a hit piece on me that turned out to be false. So yeah, I'm gonna just stick to things I know. I don't see I need to like. I have just so much shit. There's no need to like go down to things that I'm like not as confident about.
Alrighty. Well, okay. After that, okay, you guys were on the topic of shit tests. This is one thing that I get a lot, and I mean, honestly, I would probably side with saying that shit tests aren't a thing, right? Because I mean, I've never run across one that I can think of, but this might like, is it okay? So when you're scheduling a date with a girl from Tinder, and right before she said, like, when you bring up the idea of making plans, she says, "Oh, so what are we gonna do?" Right? Like she's basically just seeing like, was this guy just trying to fuck me? Is this guy, looking for a serious date?
No, she's
just
like, probably just curious what the plan is. That's it. I don't see it.
sometimes-
That's the issue, right? Like
sometimes
you
they
can't
kind of ask in like a suggestive.
just because there's but like my point is like just because there's shit tests, you don't assume everything is a shit test. That's a really again like a wrong way to look at it. What are we gonna do, right? Like if she's just genuinely asking a question, if she's gonna be like, oh, are you sure? I don't know if you're going to do that. Then it's a shit test. Like, okay, maybe she has a concern. Maybe
But
it's
it's
not
like-
really a test because she has a concern.
I feel like it's a question you have to answer carefully because it can go one of two ways, right? So I've tried both routes. I've tried saying like, hey, let's just chill, throw in a movie. What happens, happens. I've tried that way, and then I've tried like, hey, let's go
That
take a walk.
sounds a really bad way to send though.
Is it really?
Let's see what happens. I don't think
I mean,
use that.
I don't think I say that. I don't think I say that exactly, but I mean.
Okay, so what do you say? Tell me.
I say, okay, she says like, oh, so let's say I'm trying to hint towards the idea of just banging her. I'll say like, hey, how about you come down, right? We have a couple drinks and watch a movie.
That's too much. Like you can just be like, let's spill a bottle of wine and find out if there's chemistry. Simple. The more you talk, the more you have the opportunity to lose. The more you have, like if you complicate it, of course, then when you're failing it, that's when you're thinking, okay, maybe it's not actually shit test. So maybe you're just approaching it in the wrong way,
Okay.
That's my impression.
But you wouldn't consider it a shit test then?
No, I would just give it straight, and if she has concerns, she's probably gonna like let you know.
Right.
And that's also your way of screening out the girl. If the girl is like absolutely not, if she's like turned off by the idea of coming over, then that's probably not going to be a first date bang anyway. Or maybe you just don't have enough value by that time. That's fine. You're getting either of those two answers. You're either going to screen her out or find out that she doesn't see enough value and you try to build value.
Yeah, keep vibing and then try again later, right? Yeah, no. Okay, that's all I have.
I've had many girls who are like, oh no, I want to meet in public first. But then we kept texting for a couple more days, and then they were so much more comfortable coming over, and we were banging within 10 minutes. Like, that's happened to me many times.
No, that's how I always do it. I always bring up the idea of meeting like right away after getting them off the app, and then if they don't give me a straight answer, I keep vibing for a little, go at it again, keep vibing for a little. That's something that I got from a pimp, RSG Julian. But yeah, no, that's all I really had to say.
That was a good product. I liked him.
I love it, dude. I've watched it so many times.
Oh, so that one's definitely worth. I kind of watched it, but I was just like, this RSD shit. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've only been in the game for like a few months, but
It's
no.
too bad Julian's gone to shit, but back in the day, Julian was the man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, Alex,
was the man.
Julian, and John, those are the guys I've learned from the most.
John,
Mm.
John friendly channel here.
Nah, people can learn from him. I don't give a shit.
He's giving me lots of value. Can't lie.
He has value when it comes to game for sure.
Check my comment on what silver.
That doesn't change the value that he's put out into the community. He's put out a lot of value. We can't deny that.
Playing with value.
Someone's got to take care of the scammers, right?
Indeed.
But the thing is, he's going after.
But
the
not
GP
everyone is
now.
scammers.
That's the problem.
It's like shit
Hello?
tests.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
All good?
That's
Sweet.
all I wanted to ask. I'm super nervous right now. I can't tell if
Why?
like, you see like I'm shaking.
No,
I never
you're
thought I'd be on one of these. I'm like, I've watched Alex for like hours and hours and hours. It's like weird to talk to him, and you too. But yeah, no, I'm nervous. I'm gonna pop off for a little. All right, thank you for
Thanks
having me.
Peace.
Thanks for coming on, dude.
Get out, man.
All right, cool. We're probably gonna wrap up as
Oh man.
in next like 5-10 minutes. I haven't eaten all day. I want to get some food.
Wait,
But-
I got one more question.
Oh man. I guess I'll have to
You
join
can
next
go
broadcast.
first. No, you go first. I'll ask it after if y'all want.
Oh, okay, cool. So I know you probably get this question a lot because you're in this space, but I'm 19 right now, currently in college. Been on like the whole Hamza self-improvement whole thing, lost weight, got better mental health and all that. Really haven't focused that much on dating. I've had like one girlfriend in the past year, broke up. Haven't focused on that at all. Am I going down the right path? Should I focus on dating a little bit more? Do I just need to keep self-improving? Just looking, anybody can answer, just looking for a little bit of direction here.
I would say they're not mutually exclusive. I would say do both.
Yeah, I agree.
But the one problem with Hamza, he tells you to not go to clubs, delete your Tinder, Bumble. It's like, how are you supposed to get leads if you delete everything, some of his content
With your
actually
left hand.
I feel like
but like that
I
part
use
is
both.
very wrong. He tells you to delete all your leads, like it's terrible.
Gotcha. And overall, Alex, I just wanted to say I don't really understand like all the hate that comes toward you. Like I've seen like all your videos, and you're probably like one of the nicest people like in this area. And so I'll like see these debates of like these SJWs just getting like super pissed with you, and I'm like, damn man, you need to like chill out.
They're crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty nice person too. I don't know. I think there's just like the nature of the game and the internet. There's a lot of angry people who want to take out their anger on me, I guess. I kind of enjoy tooling them, so it works out pretty well.
Awesome. Well, that was my only question. Thank you, everybody. It was nice talking to everybody. Peace out.
Amen. Peace.
Bye.
Take
It's
care.
cool to see these people getting over their fear because you can tell
Yeah.
a lot of them is their first time, but they're slowly getting over a fear right now, talking in a public
Mhm.
place. So that's pretty cool to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
Okay,
Alex and Dave have questions for me. Yeah, Torsha, that was like an hour and a half ago. You're late.
Okay.
You're late to the party, Torsha. Well, maybe next time. Yeah, cool. All right. Well, I think that's basically it. Yeah, I kind of wanted this to be like a short, quick stream, but
yeah.
See,
Wait,
what do
I
we
got
got?
one more question.
Go ahead.
What advice would y'all give to somebody who's a beginner, who can approach, doesn't really give a shit, how people would perceive them, but like what are good steps? Should I focus more on inner game, focus more on the tactics, or like what exactly is the quickest path to getting good?
I would say reevaluating every single interaction, trying to make assumptions of what mistakes you might have made and what you might have done right. Those assumptions may be wrong, but if if they're wrong, you are eliminating the wrong answers anyway, right? So once you like develop that skill, okay, no, actually, what I thought I did wrong was actually not wrong. That was correct, and the other one was actually wrong, right? So you make assumptions and try to eliminate those assumptions with the false pretense of it was a fail or a success for wherever it applies. And then once you do that, you just like, okay, next time I'm going to try it. You have to tell yourself that you're going to try doing this the right way with any girl you talk to. and you do that like every day with all the girls you talk to, because you don't know calibration. Calibration is the number one strength and game you can ever have. Like actually understanding what one specific girl responds to. So when you don't have calibration, just try the same thing with every girl, and then you start fine tuning with each girl, and all so on. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah.
Yeah, so calibration is something to focus on. Okay.
I would just say go
also-
out and talk to a shitload of girls.
Yeah, that's true.
I was about to ask that. Like, how often should you approach like every chick that you just find attractive? Just approach her, or should I approach like literally every girl?
No,
Yeah,
just
why not?
Be like every girl, but
Only
just
the ones you find
within
attractive.
reason.
at least a few a day, and
Yeah.
also jump on like Tinder and shit and try to meet up with girls from there. I mean, that's like that's
Yeah.
how you make improvements. It's not going to be like sitting in your home and like working on your inner game through like meditation. It's going to be through like going out and talking to girls and getting positive reference experiences and shit like that.
I mean, I've tried Tinder. I'm kind of from a small town, so it doesn't really 100% work. I get more like scams and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I should probably move somewhere different and then try that one.
Well, yeah.
Are your pictures good? Do you have good pictures?
Probably not, because there's not really photographers out here or even like places to take good pictures. You know what I'm saying? So like,
That's probably one of the problems. You know,
Yeah, it's kind of hard to succeed in Tinder if your photos are not that good. That's what
it's
I
so
know.
competitive as a guy. You gotta have really good photos.
yeah, that's why I was like, I'll move somewhere where it has like good places or some shit like that, like Austin, Texas or something.
Hey guys, thanks for adding me back again. I was a little worried I wasn't going to get shot. But IndianPE, I wanted to ask you one more thing. When your parents do ask you, like, yo, what are you up to with your life? Especially because, like, mine constantly ask me, what am I up to on the weekends? Because I can't be reached on the weekends because I actually be hoeing. I don't know what to answer to them. And, like, I'm legit, like, just like, oh, I'm hanging out with friends. And I legit think my mom thinks that I'm on the LGBTQ side. And I'm just like, bro.
Maybe you
just
just
answer
send her a
whatever,
porno
I
to
guess.
prove
Like
her
I
wrong.
just tell I'm meeting a friend for bowling or like eating food. I don't know, like
Oh, that's
what
actually
answers
better. So,
your
like, maybe
parents might like
cool.
or might believe.
Okay, I actually didn't think of that. Actually, that makes more sense. Just make like a safer work story.
Send her a video of you fucking a girl just to prove to her you're not gay.
Don't tempt me, because I actually finally recorded one. I actually went and downloaded a lot of my old infields off of the cloud storage I had it on, because I've been in games since 2014. So yeah.
There you go.
Once again, I just want to thank Alex. Like, dude, everybody's been saying, so I figured to jump on the bandwagon. I love that you have people who kind of don't agree with your point of view, but you still kind of engage with them. I really admire that about you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Also, Natty, by the way, I totally did the hand gesture off camera when you were doing Alex's hand gesture.
I know. Thank you. Like nobody else did.
His legendary.
I did a little bit. I call it the kitty paw down.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
All right.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you guys. Thank you so much.
Take care, buddy. All right, cool. So yeah, I think we can pretty much wrap up. But yeah, so what's coming up? Well, that stream that I promised you that is going to happen within a week. I would say either very, if I'm being very ambitious, Sunday, but more likely Tuesday. At the latest Wednesday. There's so much to go through, but it's going to be super fucking juicy. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Probably going to take like fucking 3 hours for me to get through everything. I'm gonna have to I don't even know, get a shitload of talent for this. So that's gonna be coming up Monday. We got our weekly podcast. We got the speed dating. It's either gonna be tomorrow or Sunday. A lot of good shit coming up on this channel. We're gonna be interviewing that chick with the humongous titties. I'm also trying to set up another panel with a bunch of. We're gonna get some Black Pillars, Mr. Slave on there. That Andrew from the Crucible. So I'm trying to set all that shit up. Sometimes it's really hard when you're moving around with 7 different pieces, working with 7 different people. But yeah, lots of good shit ahead. Appreciate you all.
Sorry guys about my segment.
But yeah, appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.
Yep.